every artist has that one drawing they look back at and think, this drawing looked amazing when I was 12. Yeah, I just went through my computer and found some of those. I hadn't looked at some of these in years, so I thought it was interesting. Anyways, the point of today's video is to entertain you guys by fixing my old art, by redrawing it. I hope you guys enjoy. This first one is an old drawing of Finn with his powers swirling all around him. Although his design hasn't changed at all since when I first designed him, his powers were bright blue, and now they're glowing black. This actually does have a canon explanation as to why in the novels. Let me know if you'd like a video about them, by the way. As you can see, the facial anatomy was a little off, but I had the right idea with the different light sources. I used to do this thing when characters had a light source where I would fully color the image in a multiply layer, then erase on the opposite side from the light, which made the light side a little muddy. Now I use very soft brushes for the light and manually add colors that don't exist, which you can see in this commission. And this one. Anyways, here's the finished product next to the original. On to the next one. In this second one, as I draw, you can really take notice of how much I've improved and how the designs have changed from this alternate universe to my canon universe. For example, Miss Fortune had orange hair and pink eyes to contrast her lilac skin, but now she has pink hair and blue eyes. In the AU novel, Ember was actually a privileged human princess, not a warrior nomad demon girl, and she knew how to read. I know, crazy compared to the girl in the original novel who couldn't even speak. If you look closely, in her old human design, her crown was supposed to look like golden demon horns, and the ribbon flowing off her dress was supposed to look like her tail. It was actually pretty genius if I do say so myself. Since Basil was also a demon, but not a half one like Ember, she had red eyes, but now she has yellow ones. And Elia pretty much has the same design too, however he was originally going to be a trans woman, then he was non-binary, then he was trans-masc, before we finally decided that he would be the only cis and straight character in the main cast. The joke about Finn in the AU was that he could get away with anything as a thief because he looked like a child despite being over 18. Dea was originally part of the main characters, along with Finn and not just Miss Fortune. The AU had multiple first-person perspectives, and Dea had the privilege of having one. She was the one with eyes in the sky. Literally, she's an angel. Here's the lineup next to the original lineup. And finally, for the third one, I'm actually going to redesign Dea, and then fix her in the lineup too. In her concept art, she had a more colorful design than her now yellow and orange one, so I'm going to try to recreate that. I haven't changed any designs in a while, so this is going to be interesting for me. I don't think some of Dea's concept art was actually that bad. However, I do think some of the renderings sometimes got a little hard to read. This old art style of mine was inspired by, you guessed it, Lavender Town and Steven Universe. Something I loved about how I used to draw is that, even though all their faces were the same, the silhouettes were vastly different. With my more anatomically correct style now, it's less easy to do that. As you can see, I gave her a protective style because I think colorful locks are a cool idea, and I'll change her wings a bit to match. Anyways, here are the 3 old pieces, and here are the new ones. Looking back at old art is always a little embarrassing, but I'm really glad I kept these, because every drawing here, even the ones that make me want to hide under a rock, taught me something. If I hadn't drawn these, I wouldn't be able to draw this. So, if you're watching this and you're worried your art isn't good enough, keep it. Don't delete it. Future you is going to look back and realize just how far you've come. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see me redraw even more cursed old art, let me know because, trust me, there's plenty left. Bye!